come back up.
My name is Eric, and I'm living out loud.
Eric is, in one sense, like a rare and delicate flower that you want to look after, but it's so rare. It's like the world's rarest orchid. It's worth it.
Sometimes the barriers between an individual and the outside world are difficult to overcome. But when the keys are found and connections are made, the results can be very special.
A piano has 88 keys, 52 Y10, 36 black. My name is Eric Mather Burks, and I'm 18 going on 19.
Eric's a great son. He is sweet and wonderful and very, very funny, very talented. He's also always been, like many kids are, a challenge.
Some of my challenges are hard work, of course.
Eric was diagnosed around 2 years. The preschool said, Eric's not making eye contact anymore. Later, we can sort of see and say, oh, well, this was a sign of possible autism.
Eric started out being great. As a communicator, he had gotten as far as stringing together words in a sentence before he started to regress.
Eric's mind is hardwired differently than your average person.
So we consider autism a developmental disability. What it really is, it's a pattern of behaviors, and there's two areas we look at. One is social communication. Nonverbal communication is challenging, which is like eye contact or emoting expressions or picking up on others' nonverbal cues. And then it also includes something called social-emotional reciprocity. And that's kind of understanding other people have thoughts and feelings, recognizing it, and then knowing what to do about it.
The biggest challenge was getting other people to see what I saw. I may be a little bit on the autism spectrum myself, so I had no trouble understanding what he was doing. What he was doing seemed to make sense to me. So how many transitions? I remember that there was one time I was picking him up from play school when he was 2.5, and I said, hey, buddy, and then he runs to me. And then the person from the school comes up and says, he does that to nobody else. So to me, things made sense. So we were communicating. He's my guy. You know, that's what it comes down to. He's my guy. Bye-bye, bud. I'll see you later.
See you later, crocodile.
After a while, alligator.
Raising a child with autism, you need to remember that the diagnosis is a tool, and it's not a description.
Working with Eric requires patience. I mean, there's certain things that just took time. For example, to teach him to ride a bicycle, I had the bar attached to the back of the bicycle and ran behind him for 3 years, but we got it done. Tying shoes, we just set aside 45 minutes every day between 4th grade and 5th grade, and by the end of the summer, we could do it.
This diligent approach has allowed Eric to reach incredible depths.
That makes sense to me.
I see the world like I'm the main character of it. I go down to the streams in the yard around my mother's house. I like to walk around the stream and think.
Eric has a great sense of humor.
Bah! Guess what I am? I don't know. I'm a sheep. No, wait a second. I'm a monster. Bah!
Eric has always liked seeing things that are a little bit different, and so much of humor is things being a little different than you expect them to be.
Use my local tax rate when computing the amount of tax owing.
Eric seemed interested in math even when he was 3 or 4 years old.
2 to the 9th power is 512.
And I teach physics and astronomy at Tennessee State University. Eric taught me to think about math in ways that I never thought of math before. It turns out that his brain acts like brains of professional mathematicians.
10 to the Google power is a Googleplex.
In addition to just being very good at math, he can do calendar ability.
Calendar ability is when you're able to know what day of the week somebody was born on.
On May 4th, 1993.
Tuesday.
That's it. That's exactly right.
I use the 28-year cycle.
So I think some people always assume if an individual has an autism spectrum disorder, they might have what we call like a savant skill or like a really talented area. And that may be true, but that's not always true. There's some people who have an autism spectrum disorder who are average. And there's some people who have autism spectrum disorder who are just super, super smart.
These are called the action. These are the hammers.
Part of his brain interacts with the world in the way that professional musicians do.
My name is Amy Bates, and I know Eric because I taught him piano for several years when he was kind of just getting started in playing piano. He was in 2nd grade. He understood so much about music. It was amazing to me. So, like, I was teaching him chords and scales, but these were things he sort of already understood. So it was more about telling him what the names for these things were.
Eric's always had perfect pitch. He has the ability to tell what key something is in. And then the ability to tell when there's a key change.
This is my mountain dulcimer. I've been playing it for almost 6.5 years.
Eric's unique mind is clearly capable of extraordinary things.
So who are you?
You don't remember me?
But it's also made it difficult for him to connect with his community.
From your mom's work?
Mike.
His challenge now is to develop friendships.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
And to achieve optimal independence.
Very good. Okay, now
Eric finished high school this year.
I graduated from Hillsborough.
part of it's trying to find out what you can do for a living that you may not necessarily have to be great with daily interaction with the public. He took accounting, and there was no way that I could help him with accounting because I know nothing about it. But when the teacher says he's the best in the school in accounting, I'm thinking, there are people who, in big corporations, who do accounting and don't have to deal with the public every day.
While it's a less predictable career, another potential path for Eric is in music. And he's getting a chance to take his first steps. Eric has recently finished composing a complex sonata.
The first movement of my sonata was in sonata form. The second movement was a largo. The third movement was a scherzo. And the fourth movement was a rondo.
He'll soon be performing the difficult piece at a recital.
I'm going to play my sonata, my piano sonata.
Eric's sonata that he wrote, I was so excited to hear that he was writing pieces like that. And I'm excited to hear it because I haven't heard it yet.
Hey, Eric. Welcome to the studio.
Coming up, Eric has his first encounter with professional musicians, uses his gift to make new connections, and readies for his big performance. Eric Mather-Burks is making the jump into adulthood. Being on the autism spectrum, it has added hurdles. But thankfully,
Eric,
he's not doing it alone.
Day to day, we talked about.
So here's your shirt. My name is Juliana Turlip, and I am a direct support professional for Easter Seals. So I'm going to show you how to iron this, okay? Easter Seals is an organization. What we do is we provide a few services for individuals who are disabled, such as teaching them life skills, going to the grocery store, just doing things that sometimes we take for granted. Things like doing laundry. Silver part, because that's going to be hot, okay? Okay.
Are all the wrinkles off the right sleeve?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Just like any child, people often say like it takes a village. Same thing with someone who has an autism spectrum disorder, is that they're gonna need supports at home.
Programs like Easter Seals are so important because they help individuals who have a disability but don't necessarily want to use their disability as a crutch. We help them succeed in everyday life, just like you and I. Good job. All right. We want to keep it real nice for recital night. Right now, we are working on compiling a list of dinners that he can independently prepare on his own with very little to no assistance. So, Eric, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna talk real briefly about what you're gonna make for dinner tomorrow night with you and your dad. That okay?
Yup.
Okay, we're gonna work on spaghetti dinner. You've got your gluten-free thin spaghetti, okay?
Yes.
And you have your organic marinara sauce.
Yes.
All right.
Stir it up.
Yep, stir it up. I was just very impressed with him. He's smart and alert and just really eager to please people. And then you're gonna pour the spaghetti in the water in, what's this?
A colander.
Very good. Your marinara sauce is gonna get done. So then you're gonna pour that in with the spaghetti and you're gonna mix it up. Sound good?
Yup.
All right. In the meantime,
Eric is also learning the value
your
of
shirt
connecting
down.
with his community.
okay?
Okay.
Okay, so
We've been to
public.
Publix together, and we have also been to the library together. And he talked to his friend, Miss Donna, and she's one of the librarians there in the children's section. They were talking about story time on Saturday where she wanted him to bring his dulcimer and maybe do some sound effects with some of the words in the book.
Eric, come on down. It's almost time for your mom to take you to the Bellevue Library. Story time. You ready, bud?
Ready!
Okay.
1, 2,
Cool, dude.
tie my shoe.
Have a good time. See ya.
did you hear Jim say bye?
Okay, go ahead and open it up, Eric. My name is Donna Reagan, and I know Eric because I knew his grandfather and I knew his parents, and so I met Eric when he was very, very young. Eric began playing dulcimer for me during story time when his mother called last year and asked if she might bring him in and have him to come and play for us. And I thought, wow, yeah, let's do this.
This is the fourth time I've done story time with Miss Donna.
Hi, come on in. Hey, come have a seat for story time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. The changes I've seen in Eric since we've started doing story time with him is that he's more self-assured with his dulcimer. He's easier to play with. He follows direction easier. The young children relate to Eric by the fact that they're very fascinated by instruments that make music, and especially instruments that play their music.
There were a lot of kids at story time today.
Bumpity bump, and then home. Yay! Good job. He likes to be with people and to entertain. He seems to enjoy that.
Up next, Eric heads into the studio for the first time and broadens his network in the music industry.
Welcome.
Part of his brain interacts with the world in the way that professional musicians do.
He understood so much about music. It was amazing to me. I was teaching him chords and scales, but these were things he sort of already understood.
I'm going to play my sonata, my piano sonata.
For most of his life, Eric Mather Burks has expressed himself through music. Now he's begun sharing his gift with the world. For the first time, he's heading into a studio to record his sonata and make contact with professionals in the music industry.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Drew.
Hi, Drew. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Eric. Welcome to the studio.
My name is Drew Long. I am a record producer and recording engineer.
How are you doing?
Fine.
I do a lot of work out of Ivy Hall Studios, where we are today.
We're excited to have you, man. This is Brian McDonald.
How's it going, Eric? Good to see you, man. I'm Brian, and I play mandolin for a band called Judah and the Lion. Welcome. I'm passionate about music because of the way that it affects people in a positive way, and it brings about a lot of change in their lives. Are you excited to be in a studio?
Yay!
I actually have a sister with autism, and I would sit at the piano with her and play with her. And it was just one of those things. It was a space where she could be expressive and happy and feel joy through music.
Oh, he's doing Stevie Wonder.
To see him come in today was really cool, and to kind of interact with him and get a grasp on his personality. Hey, Eric, if you can show Alex some of the music and kind of go through it with him, because he's going to be the one that's recording it.
My name's Alex Bolton. I'm here to play piano with and talk with Eric.
Sure, Eric. If you can just give me some tips on how I'm going to be playing it later today.
I've been playing since I was about 11 or 12, so about 17 years, give or take.
You can tell me how you like how to sound and just how it should be played, because you wrote this wonderful music.
A challenge for Eric today might be sort of being around other musicians, interacting with other musicians, and sort of
giving maybe guidelines on how to perform his piece.
Here goes!
You have the exposition, the theme one, the main theme, is that right?
Right.
And where do we go from there?
Then there's a bridge, which takes you to theme 2.
As he was talking to Alex at the piano, just like seeing all the notes he had and telling him specific feedback of like, this is how this part should sound. You just know like how connected he is with that music.
And after the second theme, there's a development.
So what does that mean? What is development after that second theme?
It's the part between the exposition and the recapitulation.
This style of piece, which is from the classical period of classical music, which is about 1760s through 1820s, is known as sometimes very, very difficult to play for pianists because it can kind of look deceptively simple, but actually it is very easy to make a little slip up or a mistake as a pianist performing it, and it actually is very difficult to perform this type of sonata well on stage. May I play?
Yeah.
This part.
So what made you think about writing that section? That feels so fun.
It just came to my mind, and you should play the left-hand part more staccato.
More staccato, right? Okay.
I was really taken aback by how mature the composition actually felt. It was really cool to see how he interacts with music as an art form.
He asked me once about chopsticks, and he was talking about playing chopsticks in a different key, and that just made me laugh so hard because chopsticks is just a visual, piece. It's like you play it by looking at where the notes are. It's like not even something I relate to a key, although. And so to play it in a different key is like it's like almost modern art, right? To do something very different with it.
With instructions given, it was time for the musicians to begin laying down some tracks.
Just the way that he can almost pull music out of thin air, where it's like in his mind and then it's on paper, is a skill that it's noticeably heightened in his mind. Like, he is very good at doing that, more than a lot of other humans are.
My impression of Eric's sonata was wow.
Do you want to practice doing the bow after your performance? Yeah, that would work.
So we're the audience, Eric.
Yeah, you can pretend like they're the audience over here.
We're ready.
You're clapping, and you stay down there for a minute, and then come back up. And then you exit the stage. It was very fulfilling working with Eric and seeing his energy and just the inspiration that he can be to all kinds of people. He shows the world that music is something that anybody can use to express themselves. For Eric, when we allowed him the freedom to do that, we saw a whole different side of him that we didn't know was there when we just looked from the outside.
I'm back!
Hey, bud. How did it go?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ivy Hall was fun.
Okay. Well, it's almost time for the spaghetti, bud, so why don't we think about this? So let's go through how we do this again. We're gonna hold this up here and then just slowly put it on in, okay?
Hot, I'm afraid of the hot.
Well, you can put it in real slowly on the edge. Just let go. That's good, just go.
I can't let...
Yes, you can. Now let go, you got it. Very good.
Oh.
Okay, now let's...
One of the noodles fell out.
That's okay. All right, So help me with the math for sweetie. I think maybe we can do some presidential math.
Presidential math is where you take the number of a president and you take another number of a president and add and subtract them.
What is John Quincy Adams plus Abraham Lincoln?
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland. What number was Grover Cleveland?
22.
Oh. Jimmy Carter minus John Quincy Adams.
Harry S. Truman.
Now rotate it and pour it. That's good. You're doing good. Just be patient. Just be patient. You're doing good.
It's hot.
Yeah, but you're almost done. Now turn it all the way over. You can do it. Good job. Things there. All right, so we're almost there. Okay, sit on down, Mr. Guy. I think it's ready. We're ready to eat.
Okay.
After the break, Eric shares another one of his gifts with his community.
On February 11th, 1992.
Tuesday.
Yes, that's it! Oh my gosh!
Eric Mather Burks might see the world in unconventional ways, but that can present unconventional opportunities.
Eric likes to go out and meet people. We found out that June 27th was National Happy Birthday Day. So we got together with Five Daughters Donuts, which is a chain in Nashville. And Eric is going to do the birthday game with some people there. Come on in, bud.
Hey!
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going fine.
Good. My name's Allie. What's your name?
Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you. So I hear you can do something pretty awesome with birthdays.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so if I tell you my birthday, you can tell me what day of the week?
Yep.
I looked it up. I didn't know it before, but I looked it up. Are you
Okay.
ready? February 4th, 1986.
Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, that's right. That's amazing. I don't even know how you did that. That's so cool.
I got calendar ability.
That's amazing. We got the table all set up for you out there, so it's gonna be fun. Thanks for coming here today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, who are you?
I'm Wendy.
I'm Eric.
So, I'm super curious to know. So, I was born April 16th, 1969.
April 16th. Wednesday?
Yes. I am super impressed.
I was born May 7th, 1983.
Saturday.
Yep, definitely. See ya.
February 11th, 1992.
Tuesday.
Yes, that's it!
Friday.
Yes.
Thursday.
Nice job.
What's your name?
Hi, Eric. I'm Logan.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
That's a masculine name.
It is. I get that a lot. It's a unisex name, though. My birthday was February 25th, 1994.
Friday.
You're right. Thank
Logan?
you. Yes. Good to
I
meet you.
think you're sexy.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
It was nice to meet you, Eric. Hi. My name's Lizzie. Are you Eric?
Yes, Lizzie with a Y or Lizzie with an I?
Lizzie with an IE. Eric with a C?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you tell me my birthday?
Yes.
Okay, so it's May 23rd, 1998.
Saturday.
How do you know that?
Because I got calendar ability.
Oh my gosh, are you a piano player?
Yes.
You're doing a recital. You know, it's funny because I play piano too. I've always played by ear and it's amazing.
You don't mean you play like this?
No, I don't play with my ear. Do you just play the piano or do you play other instruments
I play
too?
another instrument too.
Which other one?
A dulcimer.
A dulcimer? You know, I'm in Nashville here a lot and I know that you live here, right?
Right.
What do you think about tomorrow maybe having a jam session with our instruments at Vanderbilt tomorrow? Does that sound fun?
Yeah!
Okay, well that sounds like a plan. I can't wait to play music tomorrow. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Today I met Lizzie. We're going to have a jam session.
Moments like this are invaluable for young people like Eric.
People have an autism spectrum disorder. While they might be socially motivated to hang out with other kids their age and make friends, if they are often getting this negative feedback where they're either being bullied or they try to have a conversation and it doesn't go well, then a lot might just give up.
Hey, bud, time to go. We got to change those pants. We're going to go to Glow Galaxy.
Okay. Eric has recently celebrated his own 19th birthday. And so he's calling on some existing relationships to help him celebrate.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Glow Galaxy.
Wow.
There you go. And a bracelet. Put that on you.
I already have a shirt on.
Yeah, you don't have to wear it, but it does glow in the dark.
What do you want to do, honey?
What would you prefer?
It's up to you. It's your party. Let's go say hi to our friend.
Mike. Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Orange.
Aren't you?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana again?
Knock-knock jokes. For a while there, he was practically doing nothing but knock-knock jokes. And sometimes they'll do knock-knock, and he won't have a joke to go with it. And then he has to think up a joke, because I know if you say knock-knock, you have to come up with a joke.
So which one do you want to go, the big slide, the medium slide, or the no slide?
Probably the big slide.
None of the above? Oh, big slide, okay.
Alright, are you guys ready? We're gonna put some hand sanitizer on and then we'll go in.
Nothing but net. I liked going down the slides and bouncing on the castle. I say 5 friends came to my party.
What did you say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Eric. Hope you had a good time.
Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Coming up, Eric looks to find a fit for his special skill set.
You find just the right job where the strengths of their brain really shine through, and they are an asset to the rest of us as society. You want the right kind of mind and the right kind of job.
What is John Quincy Adams plus Abraham Lincoln?
Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland. What number was Grover Cleveland?
22.
Oh.
I don't even know how you did that. That's so cool.
I got calendar ability.
Eric Mather Burks has an incredible mind for mathematics. And one day, that could see him in a dream job.
Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
He's been exposed to coding at the Vanderbilt program, and the person who's teaching him says he's picking it up faster than anyone I've dealt with.
At Vanderbilt, some of the stuff we're doing is coding, and the other stuff is measuring the volts, amps, and ohms of a circuit.
I'm Dr. Dave Caudell. I'm the executive director of the Frisch Center for Autism and Innovation. Eric Mather Burks. I met his father years and years ago when I was an undergraduate over at TSU, working on a bachelor's in physics. And at the time, I was actually diagnosed with autism, and Dr. Burks, Eric's father, was the first ASPE, someone who's also diagnosed with autism, that I met. And we got to know each other and formed a really close friendship. And then years and years later, when I ended up where I'm currently at, his father came to me and said, like, I want to do something for autism. I want to try and work at the Frisch Center and do my part to try to help. Because, you know, our brothers and sisters out there, they have a lot of issues and they need a lot of help. And so he and I and a few others got together and formed what eventually became the Summer Autism Internship, which is a chance to give young adults like Eric, who are on the spectrum, a chance to work with scientists, a chance to do research, and to just sort of like get a feel if that's the kind of career that might be of interest to them.
I'm coding.
The work we do at the Frisch Center, we're looking for finding innovative new ways, innovations, new ways of doing things to help take autistic individual and find ways to measure their strengths, their talents, and their passions, and then match that to specialized business needs. I can personally think of dozens and dozens of examples of an autistic individual who's quirky and weird. There's a lot of jobs out there that they would flounder at, but you find just the right job where the strengths of their brain really shine through, and they are an asset to the rest of us as society. You want the right kind of mind and the right kind of job.
If the tax rate is 7%, you multiply the cost of the meal by 0.07.
I might need help. It's hard to figure out how to do this.
We have what we're calling mentors. These are folks who are on the spectrum, but they've successfully navigated college. So they've got an undergraduate degree in something related to the sciences. We wanted them to be as mentors for people like Eric because it gives Eric a perspective that, yeah, I can have autism, but perhaps with the right sort of supports, I too could navigate.
I'm helping Eric this summer by trying to get him to a point at which he can confidently apply for internships that require a programming background. Not an in-depth knowledge, but just a background and familiarity and some comfort with some of the basic paradigms involved. Eric, do you know why we're learning Python this summer?
So I can do better in college?
That's definitely one benefit. We do kind of in the medium term and for a more practical purpose. We think it'll open up more avenues for you in terms of internships and possible employment. It's just a very useful skill to have and something that a lot of employers are looking for.
The project Eric is working on has potential interest from none other than NASA.
So for the CubeSat project in particular, the reason why coding is a big part of it is that we use it to tell the satellite what to do, and we also use coding to analyze the data, and then fitting bell curves to them.
Someday I might like to do bell curves.
I was surprised at how quickly he took to the coding. I didn't know what to expect. I would have been happy with him if he had been here and he was somewhere way up here, and that was just amazing.
Have I ever felt Eric is limited? I think everyone is limited in that when I was younger, I saw an opera called The Magic Flute by Mozart. And there is a role for the prince, and the prince is the lead. The prince is the greatest person there, and I wanted to be the prince. Problem is, the prince is a tenor and I'm a baritone, and there's no way and no training that would ever make me a tenor, so I could never be the prince. But I could be Papageno. I could do the baritone role. So what I'm saying is that, unfortunately, it's almost a lie that we tell our kids. You can be anything you want to. And the thing is, no kid can be anything they want to. You have to find the Papageno role if they're not going to be the prince. It's out there. There is a role that will fit your kid.
After his lesson, Eric heads across campus to meet up with a new friend.
My name is Lizzie Sider. I'm a singer-songwriter, and yesterday I met Eric at Five Daughters Bakery playing the birthday game, and today he invited me to come hang out and have a little jam session at Vanderbilt.
Or give me a hug first. Hi. It's so good to see you again. Did you bring your dulcimer?
Yes.
Oh, so cool. You know, I've never seen a dulcimer before. You know, I think I told you yesterday, I play the piano, but I also play the guitar. When I was younger, I was actually bullied in school, and I wrote a song on my guitar called Butterfly. And Butterfly is about my experiences and feeling down and hurt and not understanding why those other kids were being mean to me.
So how did you overcome those bullies?
I said, you know what? They can't ruin my day. They can't tell me how I'm gonna see myself. I know that I'm awesome. And so my song Butterfly that I wrote about that whole experience, that's about that. Look at me now, finally coming out and I'm wanting to fly. They thought they knew me, plain and shy, but all along I was a butterfly. Couldn't quite keep up with me
Lizzie's
there all
song
the time,
inspires
but that was
Eric to show off some of his skills.
Do you have another favorite song? Oh, I like this one.
Good old Hound Dog, Tennessee.
So I know that you have your sonata recital and your piano recital. So what do you think if maybe I was your opening act?
It would be okay.
It'd be okay? Oh, that sounds good. Alrighty, I'll see you soon, Eric. Have a great day, okay?
Still to come, Eric takes the stage to perform his sonata. But can he demonstrate its genius in a live performance?
After the second theme, there's a development.
So what does that mean? What is development after that second theme?
This style of piece, which is from the classical period, it can kind of look deceptively simple, but actually is very difficult to perform this type of sonata well on stage.
So much of Eric Mather Burke's world is understood through music. Finally, the moment has arrived for him to share what's in his heart and mind in a live performance.
Eric, I wish you the best of luck at your recital. You're a wonderful kid, and your talent is extraordinary.
Eric, I know you're gonna do a great job. Bring the energy that I know is inside of you.
Today we are at Lane Music and we are going to hear Eric's sonata in its entirety. Eric just graduated, and our friends and so many of them who have been so instrumental in helping him be the wonderful musician that he is are here to hear him today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to a night of incredible music. One of Eric's new friends has agreed to come and open the show for us. So I would like to start with a warm welcome for Miss Lizzie Sider.
Look at me now, look at me now, finally coming. I used to hide and keep inside, afraid to show the world who I was. They'd always put me down, well yeah, let him keep me down. But look at me now, finally coming out and wanting to fly. They thought they knew me plain and shy, but all along I was a butterfly.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Without further ado, we have a beautiful sonata performance by Eric Mather Burks.
Break a leg, Eric.
We love you, Eric.
Bug.
Bye.
Feel very proud of yourself as well.
Eric, I enjoyed listening to your sonata.
Thank you.
Are you so happy? Yeah. You did such a good job. How did it feel?
Yeah, I made a few mistakes, but
Really? No, you sounded absolutely perfect to us.
Bug.
Thank you.
Eric, we got something special for you.
A teddy bear?
A teddy bear with your sonata on it.
Remember when you went to Ivy Hall and you met Alex?
Yeah.
Alex played your sonata and we had it produced for you.
Where?
This is it. It's a USB port. You have to stick it in your computer.
This is for you, sweetie. Thank you.
You're very talented, sweetheart.
When you see a person on the outside, you may have one perspective, but when you kind of dive in deeper, there's a whole world of talent and depth that comes out, and I think Eric is a great representation of that.
You can just watch him and find out, no, you can do something a different way than maybe you ever did it before. It may not be the most efficient way. It may work for him and not work for you, but you'll still be aware of something you didn't know before.
Glad I didn't say banana again.
The main thing I want to tell parents about raising a child with autism is be patient and realize that your child will really respond to love. Every kid is unique. Every kid is a special needs child.